Hello, good morning, night, or whatever time of day it is for you as you're watching this video. Today I will be painting my nails. Not my fingernails, although as you can probably see they are in desperate need of a little bit of love, but this pack of false nails that I bought at Sephora. Why am I painting them, you might ask? Because they're the wrong color. See, I want to wear false nails to my prom because my real nails are in a horrible state of disarray, and I really am set on this little coffin shape. I don't know if it's called a coffin shape. If you know about nails, feel free to correct me in the comments. Anyway, this little sharp, pointy shape, that's short enough to be practical but long enough to be pretty. I really want nails in that shape, and the original plan was to grow out my fingernails, and I am a nail biter, so that was not gonna happen. So I was like, let's buy false nails. The only problem, they do not have red false nails. I should know, I looked through the entire mall. So we're painting the nails. And, because of various focus issues, this video does go out of frame quite a few times. But I'll try my best to make it passable in the editing stage. And yeah, enjoy the slightly chaotic process of someone who has never made false nails before, attempting it for her prom. So I figured after showing you the first nail, I'd tell you the process that I was using to do these. Fair warning, I only figured out this process after like 2 or 3 tries doing nails, and actually there are some nails that might make an appearance in later video that don't fit my hand but were just like test nails. But yeah, anyway, my system was I have this little like incense holder, so that's the wooden bit on the bottom. And then I stuck a pencil into that, and then I took some silly putty and put it on top of the pencil and used that to hold the nails steady while I painted. And you really have to paint every part of these things, and it uses quite a bit of gloss because I was trying to get it like very smooth, which I'm not good at when I'm painting my own fingernails, let alone when I'm painting these fake nails that sort of the first coat or two is kind of bubbly because I don't think it really wants to adhere, so it's gonna be interesting to say if it stays on all night on my prom day. But anyway, yeah, I just paint, and then put down the nail, tap it a little bit to try and get it more even, and then sort of pry it off with a stick. The stick that I'm using, that you see me using, is actually like a little nail daughter, so I just pried it off, sort of balanced the silly putty on that, and then put it down on a different portion of my desk to dry. And repeat the process 10 times, which is why this video was originally 40 minutes long, which is why there are so many cuts in it. But yeah, enjoy the rest of the video, and we will come back when I'm doing the decoration. You probably saw this coming, but the next few moments of frantic fumbling are both out of frame and mildly embarrassing. As I was trying to put the nail down, I dropped it on my desk, which is now painted red, and completely ruined the sort of shiny look of the polish. So I just grabbed a piece of paper towel, scrubbed the whole nail down, now I have a slightly pink nail to repaint, and got right back to painting. And there we go. Did it take much more polish than it should have, and is it a little bit more bumpy than all the other nails? Yes, but this nail is perfectly passable, and let it be your sign to keep going even if you mess up. I'm gonna be honest, I don't really know what was happening with this nail. It was just not going on smoothly, so I decided to yank it off, painting my fingers even more than they'd already been, and just scrub the whole thing and try again from the beginning. Hence, another pink nail. You can sense my excitement in almost being done with the fact that everything gets progressively more off-frame. But one nail to go, and then we get to the fun bit, which is decorating them. And here's the fun bit. I waited for the base coat to dry and then figured out what design I wanted on the practice nails. Since my dress is red but most of my jewelry is silver, I decided that I'd go with a little streak of dots across the nail in a swirly pattern. I thought that would make it look really nice and really tie my outfit together. But first I had to figure out which nail went to where. Luckily, before I started painting these things, I'd actually put small blue dots on the underside of each nail, 5 corresponding to my thumb and 1 corresponding to my pinky, so that made it really easy to tell which nail was which and to order them. So that's what you see me doing here, and then once I have them all in order, I'll start with the pattern. And with a slight time skip, because I somehow managed to dot the rest of the nails just to the left and out of the frame, I've made my next mistake, which is I wanted to mirror the swirls on both of my hands so that they'd be going in opposite directions, but I managed to paint the pointer finger in the same direction both times, despite having very clear reference guides. I temporarily decided to fix this by just making a little cross on the pointer finger and making it look deliberate, but I will be fixing that more later. And now it's later. I began my efforts to fix the mess I've made of one of my pointer fingers by doing the exact same thing to my other pointer finger, although to be fair, it did look better the second time. I was still not satisfied with this, so as you can see, I decided that instead of being a reasonable person at this moment, I would fix it by adding more dots, which also did not look good. I do not know what I was expecting here. So now I'm thinking, okay, more silver is the answer. And I decide to try like a little French tip thing. I have never pulled off a successful French tip on my own nails, on anybody else's nails. Never, ever, ever. It has never happened. I don't know why I thought I could do it here, but I very clearly couldn't. It didn't look great, and my silver polish is a little chunky because she's very old. So, you know, I tried the French tip, I put it down, I decide it's ugly. And then I just wiped the whole thing off. Turns out if you put nail polish on top of dry nail polish and then try and wipe off the nail polish, it wipes off the whole thing. Now I had a pink nail again. It's funny how it keeps coming back to this, but I promise you, it turns out good in the end. So just keep watching. If you've made it this far, wow. You both have a very good attention span and choose to spend it on art. I applaud you and sort of beg you to like and subscribe, because I will keep making more of these videos as long as you keep watching them. So yeah, my final step was just to paint the underside so that when you see the underside of my nails, the palm of my hand, it does not expose my lies in pink, and also just neatens up the whole look. But yeah, once I did that, I put dots, the silver dots, back on the dried pointer fingers, and I was done. Thank you so much for watching. I'll leave music on for the very last bits and show you a picture of the finished product at the end of the video.